45, Ira Flynn, a 6'2 senior. 55, Barry Laudenslager, 6'5 senior. Here, the Whitehall High School Zephyrs. Number 44, Jim Downey, 6'2 junior. Number 50, Eric Yankoe, 6'5 senior. Number 14 is John Lasicki, a 6'1 junior. 32 is Dave Labar, 6'2 senior. And rounding out the starting five, Dean Kriebel, a junior, who stands 6'7".
For Whitehall, the only player in double figures is Eric Yankoe. He's averaging 15 points a ball game. Dieruff has 2. Ira Flynn, 14, and Barry Laudenslager, 12 points a ball game. Offensively, Dieruff 58 points a game. They're giving up 62 points a game. Their record is 3-3. Whitehall offensively 56 points a game. Defensive average very good. They're giving up 40 points a ball game.
All right, Gary Spengler and Jim Haney, the officials assigned to work tonight's ball game. Yankoe in the center circle. They'll be going up against Ira Flynn. Flynn 6'2". Yankoe 6'5".
Mark Witch says Chef Eleanor Vazanka gives him the best kitchen in the Lehigh Valley. The Marky's office dinner menu constantly draws praise. Stop by soon and dine in their new sunroom. Marky's office, South 4th Street, Allentown.
Hi, I'm Lucille Ball speaking for the YWCA. One of the biggest jobs the YW has is helping women and girls who are lonely. Teens, adult women, older women today are often very alone and lonely with special problems in very personal ways. They come to the YW for help, for counseling, for understanding, for friendship and support, and they get that help. The YWCA.
This is TV4, Twin County Television, serving the Lehigh Valley.
Welcome again to Your Health. And we have once again this week Gloria Curlis. Welcome again, Gloria.
Hi, Bill.
It's the third week that we've had cooking from Marky's Restaurant on South 4th Street. And I certainly hope that some of you have come down and paid a visit to us. And this week, as we mentioned on last week's show, we'll be talking about children's cooking and how to prepare nutritional foods for children, Gloria.
That's right.
Why is that important?
Well, it's important to start your child off eating nutritiously because everything that we eat becomes part of us. And if you put too many artificial things in your child's food, like artificial food coloring, artificial anything, you may have a hyperactive child on your hands.
And
it does cause hyperactivity.
I feel that that's very important because of food coloring, preservatives, and we can go on and on and on and on. And I can relate a case where someone had come in before and they were doing fine. And all of a sudden one morning they were coming in and they were climbing the walls. And I said, what happened? What did they have? Well, nothing this morning.
Was it an adult or a child?
It was a child. And finally I got out that they had cotton candy. The pink cotton candy loaded with sugar and loaded with food coloring, as we know.
But even, you know, adults that don't sleep well or seem to be having problems, they don't realize it, but that's probably also, you know, what they're eating.
It's a large part of it.
It probably is, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to go into all the ingredients that we'll be needing for this show. And, and we have appetizers and we have juices. We have all kinds of things coming up here. Okay, the appetizers that we have coming up, I'd like to go over the ingredients. The first ones are ants on a log. Where did you come up with that name?
Well, it's just peanut butter stuffed into the into celery, and then we put raisins on it, and it looks like little ants crawling on a log.
Is that appetizing?
Yeah. It's real tasty. It looks real good. Yeah.
And the second one, see, now you're going by memory because you're giving the ingredients. The ladybug. Okay. Yeah. What is a ladybug?
Well, it's an apple, and we core the apple, we take the center out of it, and we cut it in half, and we stuff it with natural peanut butter. Sometimes I add some corn flakes to it to make it a little crunchy. And we put carob chips on it, which is the alternative to eating chocolate chips.
And that's very important. We mentioned on the last week's show how chocolate really affects migraine headaches.
Yes, it does.
It really does, with the caffeine going along with that. Okay, then we have Tutti Frutti. And the ingredients.
Okay, that is real juice. It doesn't have any preservatives in it. No sugar is added. It's just a blend of fruit juices, and we add agar to it, which is the alternative to using gelatin, because gelatin comes from an animal, and agar is seaweed, and it gels the same way.
And it gels the same way.
Yeah, identical.
Do you know we cook almost identical?
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we have ape juice.
Okay, ape juice is just a little bit of orange juice, a little bit of apple juice, crushed bananas. We put all this in a blender. It has some cinnamon and some nutmeg, and sometimes I put a few nuts on the top of it when I serve it, and an apple on the rim of the glass to make it look nice.
Okay, and the last one that we have, and we might even be going into more later, is the banana pudding.
Okay, we use 2 cups of mashed bananas. We use some brewer's yeast, nutritional yeast, orange juice, apple juice, some cinnamon, and a little bit of drizzle of honey. A drizzle of honey.
What, Gloria? What is a drizzle
just,
of?
you know, like a tiny little bit of just put on the top. Just a little bit.
That's a drizzle,
yeah.
Not a sprinkle.
No, drizzle.
It's less than a sprinkle,
yeah.
Right? Okay.
Right.
What's the difference between your brewer's yeast and your nutritional yeast?
Well, let's see. Nutritional yeast has all the B vitamins, and brewer's yeast has a lot of other kind of vitamins plus vitamin B12.
So there is a big difference.
There is a little bit of a difference, yes.
Okay. What else can children eat? Let's go into lunches, into schools.
Okay.
What would you pack, or what would you recommend?
I teach school, and we only have a handful of children that stay all day, but we do serve a vegetarian lunch at our school. And it would be homemade baked beans and vegetarian hot dogs, which would be the vegetable hot dog.
Which you had me cut on one of the other shows,
That's
and we
right.
never used it.
Right, or we could do sun burgers, and that would be a burger made with all kinds of grains. And it tastes like a hamburger, but it's, you know, just grains and seeds, nuts.
What difference have you noticed serving that type of food, Gloria?
Well, when I first started teaching school, I had a lot of children that were very hyperactive, and I started reading on it, and I read the Feingold book, Ben Feingold's book, and I realized that many of the children were hyperactive because of the foods they were eating, so we only serve nutritious snacks in our school.
No, now they put Lysicki in there. Yankovi wanted to go in now.
Want to learn. You know, that's
what happens
important.
after 7?
Well, then I think it just slows down a little bit. You don't learn as much, you know, as quickly. I think the best time to
And now Gary going on underneath there for position. Ball batted around, picked up by Lysicki. 6'1" junior. Guarded closely by Jones. Deflected ball taken by Yanko. He throws up not good. Flynn got that rebound. 2-2, 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
That shot was partially blocked inside by Laudenschlager.
Jones shot rebounded by the Zephyrs. Lysicki double team momentarily. Gets it back off of Grebo. And picked up by Dwayne Jones. Young ball club for the Huskies. Lysicki threw that one up there. Not good. Followed up by Yankoe. No good. Long pass up there.
Here it goes. Bingo.
Second field goal for Flynn.
And here it comes again. This kid really can get up 6 foot. Slam dunk.
LaBar. Down the alley. Up and in. We're tied again. This time at 4. Jones gets it up to Ira Flynn. Backcourt violation. Flynn had one leg over, one over the other side.
That's the wrong guy in the middle there. Laudenschlager should be taking that middle spot there. The big spot against that offense.
4-4 ball game. Downey, deflected ball. Who has it? The Huskies with Sicky. Tried to pass and got in traffic underneath, and a loose ball picked up by Ron Lacey of the Huskies. Over to Dwayne Jones.
Whitehall a little guilty offensively of overpassing inside. They're right there for the shot. They're up in the air.
Lacey. Rebound by Yankoe. Gets it over to Lisicki. Eddie Master, head coach of the Huskies. Ron Hassler, former Catasauqua high coach. And Linda Zephyr Raines. Downey. Block shot deflected, followed up by Dean Kriebel. The Whitehall goes ahead for the first time in the ball game. 6-4. Pass up front. Here's Ira Flynn. Gets it back out to Jones. In traffic, Flynn up high, off the glass, not good. Rebound picked up by Lisicki of the Zephyrs. And he is fouled by Dwayne Jones. First personal foul in the ball game. There's Jones, 130-pound junior. Here's the play.
Yeah, Jones only a junior. He's quick out front. Dieruff, I mentioned before, pressing, tries to go around the back, tap it forward, got caught on a hold.
Dave LeBar, guarded by Delisant. Kriebel makes a good move, pops up the shot, that's not good. Downey follows it up and has it. Jim Downey, 8-4, Whitehall. 4 different players, each with a basket. There's Flynn. Blocking foul against Yankoe. First personal foul against the Zephyrs. Each team now with 1 personal foul.
This will be a 2-shot foul. Flynn penetrates well with the basketball. He knows what to do with it when he gets it. He'll be on the line for a lot of shots in the ball game here.
He's awarded a pair. He has all 5 of Dieruff's points so far. They trail 8-5. Yankoe with the rebound, and here's Lisicki. Let's see who has it. Here's the Huskies. Delisant up off the glass and in. Mike Delisant picks up his first field goal. It's an 8-7 ball game.
Dieruff looks good when they're pressing. They're very quick in transition. When they steal the ball, they get up the floor in a hurry. What Whitehall doesn't want to do is to get in some type of running game with the Huskies.
LeBar, 16-footer, not good. You see Flynn go up there?
He was up over the rim that time. Boy, I'll tell you, he's only 6'2".
Jones. Delisant back to Jones.
54, they're going to, elbow. Oh, they call it on Laudenslager. There's a little pushing in there by Kriebel and Laudenslager. There's Lottie right there, 55. Kriebel's number 54. Little jockeying for position underneath. Okay, here it is. Watch it in the post area. You see in the right side of your screen. You can see an elbow coming up. It was before that.
That was second team foul against Dieruff. Laudenslager with 1 and Dwayne Jones with 1. This is Lisicki. Downey has it. Second field goal for Jim Downey. And a 7 ball game. Whitehall leading.
Well, Whitehall shooting well, getting a lot of good shots off their offense. 5 out of 10 so far.
They're 14-3 going into this ball game. Jones over to Flynn. Flynn travel with it. They had a 3-on-1 situation.
Yeah, he knew it. He picked it off the floor and took an extra step.
LeBar to Downey, back to LeBar. This is Lisicki. And a 7-1-35 remaining in the first quarter. Lisicki has a knocked out of his hand, but saved by Downey. Downey underneath the Kriebel. Kriebel picks up his second field goal, and The Zephyrs have a 5-point advantage, 12-7. Look at this. Delisant. Laudenslager, 8 feet out and in. Barry picks up. There was another 3-on-2 situation.
Yep, they get down the floor in a hurry. The Zephyrs are playing a zone. They have to get back on defense, turn around. But the Huskies are quick.
Baseliner, Yankoe. His second field goal.
Well, they do a nice job offensively. Whitehall does inside to get those soft shots, pass the ball well. Beginning of the quarter, I think they were a little guilty of overpassing. Now they're taking that 15-footer and they're hitting it.
14-9 with 55 seconds remaining in the first period. Wayne Jones over that divisional line. Now Lisicki drops back defensively. Delisant and Jones cross key to Ron Lacey. Almost a steal, and it is a steal, a turnover. There goes LeBar, makes his move, shovels it up, not good, and taps it up. Yankoe tapped in for his third field goal. Good effort on the part of Yankoe. 6'5" senior. 16-9. Delisant. 18 feet out and in. Delisant's second field goal to make it a 16-11 ball game with just 10 seconds of running remaining here in the first period. Lisicki. Yankoe has it. Boy, he's hot. 4 field goals. 18-11 with 2 seconds remaining in the first period. Flynn throws it up over the backboard, almost out of the gym, and that's the end of the first quarter. It is Whitehall 18 and Dieruff 11. The Huskies won at 39-35. That was a ball game which went right down to the final buzzer. Lee seesawing back and forth, and Dieruff looking good in that JV ball club. Bob.
Well, JVs are quick. They played a nice game this season. They can shoot well. They play that great defense. Again, quickness. You can't substitute for quickness in a ball game, and this Dieruff JV club certainly has that. Tonight's ball game here, Whitehall shooting very well off the floor. 9 for 15, 60%. Dieruff not getting enough shots, 5 out of 9. Whitehall limited them only 9 shots. They turned the ball over twice for 56%. So both clubs shooting well, but Whitehall has the edge here by 7 here in the first quarter.
All right, Jim Haney will work the ball up at center court. Yankoe and Flynn. And again, the Zephyrs come down with the ball. Jim Downey gets it up to Dave LeBar. Dave guarded by Mike Delisant. Hooks around the key. Kind of stutter step dribble. Grable at a notion. Lisicki is up for the shot. Not good. Oh, fouled up beautifully by Grable. And that's Bean's third field goal to make it 20-11.
Grable, Whitehall doing a good job on that offensive board. They're scoring every time up the floor.
Lacey has it.
You're going to discount that. Field goal went in, but player control foul will not count. Okay, here it is right here. Lacey goes in hard. Good defense in there by Yankoe.
So forget the field goal and charge Ron Lacey with his first personal foul. And that's a 13th foul against the Huskies. Whitehall charged with 1, that against Eric Yankoe.
Out of Whitehall's last 8 possessions, they scored 7 times.
Oh, he has the hot hand. Went up with a slam dunk and picked up his 5th field goal. Watch
Here it
this.
comes. This will wake up the crowd. Two-hander. He's a nice player, I'll tell you. Nice player, Yankoe. He's going to go somewhere.
22-11. Yankoe is 6'5", senior. Here's Dwayne Jones. Not good. Grable with the rebound. Gets it over to Lisicki.
Right now, Dieruff down by 11. They're going to have to stop this offense. They're just scoring every time they get the ball coming down.
Eddie Mass trying to get some height in now. Sends Dave Kistler, a 6'4" junior, into the lineup. Taking out Dwayne Jones. He needs height there.
Well, he realized he's not getting that offensive board at all. That's where Whitehall has been hurting Dieruff here. That's a good move by Eddie Mask.
This is a tall Whitehall ball club. I guess the only, well, Petersburg and Emmaus are tall.
Yeah, they're both tall. But I think Whitehall has overall better offensive maneuverability inside with Yankovic and Kriebel than anybody else in the league. There's Yankovic again.
That's his 6th field goal.
He's hot.
And he's fouled. Foul against Barry Laudenschlager. Let's take a look at it.
He's doing it in a variety of ways. This is with penetration. Nice drive inside. He hits the jump shot. He had the slam dunk before. This time, nice drive shot. He'll be on the line.
This is to complete the three-point play, and he does.
Good shooter. He's averaging 79% off the foul line. That's good.
Well, he has 13 of the Zephyrs' 25 points in the ball game. Whitehall breaking this one wide open. Lacey off the glass, not good. Kriebel with the rebound. A long pass up Yankovic. There he goes. He was going to go for the dunk that time. Boy, I saw that one coming.
Yeah. I think he hit the floor hard, but that was a good play right there by 15. Delasan. He didn't want them to. Here it comes here. He fouled him just hard enough so he can't make the field goal. Let him get it on the foul line. That's a good play. Yankovic will be all right.
Foul against Delasan, his first. Yankovic will be okay. That's Doc Horlocker talking to him. I have a note of interest for golfers. Tom Lynch, the head golf pro at the Shepherd Hills Country Club, received an invitation to participate in the Nigerian Open Golf Tournament, of course, in Nigeria. It is the most prestigious golf tournament in Nigeria, with the winner getting an exempt for the British Open. Lynch received the invitation from Grant Weir, who heads the Nigerian Department of Commerce. Brad Owens, an assistant to Tom Lynch at Shepherd Hills, will accompany Tom on the trip, and they will be the only 2 Americans participating in the tournament, which carries a top prize of $28,000. Lynch and Owen will leave the Valley next Thursday, that's the 14th, and return about the 7th of March. Well, we want to wish them a lot of luck and certainly congratulate them.
Not 6 days off for Whitehall, John. Certainly didn't deter their offense at all. 9 out of 10 times, their last possessions coming down the floor, they scored. So their offense doing a job defensively. If you watch their defense, they're packing it in tight. They know Dieruff can't shoot from the outside. Smart move by the Whitehall coaching staff.
Okay, 6-7 remaining in the first half. That's 6:07. 25-11. Whitehall leading. Yankovic got a little blood out of his nose, not much. Doc Horlocker stuffed it with cotton, and he's okay. Tim Pifley into the lineup and on the line.
He's shooting for Yankovic.
Yep.
Well, nothing like putting your best foul shooter on the line.
Pifley's a 6'3" senior. 26-11. Whitehall is over to Rockney Hall Friday night. Super 2 Sports will be there to cover that one. That place will be rocking.
It's going to be a barn burner.
Lacey.
Okay, here's the defense I talked about. See how tight they are inside. They know that Dieruff can't shoot from the outside at all. So they're packing it in tight, getting that defensive board.
There's a steal by Kriebel. Dave LeBar, 14 feet out, not good. Rebound Mike Delisant, traveling with it. He was actually tripped by Kriebel.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Watch this.
He gets it in the corner here, right in front of us. Yeah, Kriebel tripped him and he fell over.
Pifley stays in the ball game. This is Dave LeBar. Lisicki. Pifley.